Welcome back to WC Coins World, where we explore the fascinating history, value, and details of coins from around the world. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, the very first modern $1 coin issued by the United States Mint after the discontinuation of the Peace Dollar series in 1935. This coin holds an incredible amount of history, both in its design and in its role in American numismatics. So stay tuned as we explore every aspect of this remarkable piece of currency. The origin of the Eisenhower dollar. The Eisenhower dollar was introduced in 1971 to honor the 34th President of the United States, Dwight D. Eisenhower, who had passed away on March 28, 1969. Eisenhower was a highly respected figure in American history, serving as the Supreme Commander of the Allied Expeditionary Forces in World War II, and later as the U.S. President from 1953 to 1961. His leadership during the war and his efforts in maintaining peace during the Cold War made him an iconic and beloved leader. After his passing, there was a strong push to commemorate his legacy on U.S. coinage. The United States Mint had not produced a $1 coin for over 3 decades, and with Eisenhower's passing, the idea of reintroducing the denomination gained traction. The initial push for a new $1 coin was led by several lawmakers, including Senator Bob Bennett of Utah and Representative Bob Casey of Texas, who introduced legislation to authorize the coin. The proposal gained widespread support, but a significant debate arose over whether the new Eisenhower dollar should be struck in silver or a more cost-effective copper-nickel clad composition, similar to the dimes and quarters of the time. The design process. The design of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar was assigned to Frank Gasparo, the chief engraver of the U.S. Mint. Gasparo was already known for designing the reverse of the Kennedy half dollar and was highly regarded for his engraving skills. For the obverse, Gasparo created a left-facing bust of Dwight D. Eisenhower, based on official presidential portraits. The design was meant to be bold and strong, reflecting Eisenhower's leadership and legacy. Above his portrait, the word Liberty is inscribed, while the date, 1971, is positioned below his bust. To the left of Eisenhower's chin is the national motto, "In God We Trust." For the reverse, the Mint wanted a design that symbolized America's achievements in space, specifically the Apollo 11 moon landing in 1969. The final design was inspired by the Apollo 11 mission insignia, which featured an eagle landing on the surface of the moon, with an olive branch in its talons. The reverse of the coin depicts a bald eagle descending toward the moon, clutching an olive branch, symbolizing peace. Above the eagle, 13 stars represent the original 13 colonies, while the words United States of America and $1 are placed around the outer rim. The Latin phrase, e pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, is also inscribed. Minting and composition. The Eisenhower dollar was the first U.S. dollar coin struck in copper-nickel clad, making it different from its predecessors, which were traditionally composed of 90% silver. However, to satisfy collectors, Congress approved a special 40% silver version, which was exclusively struck at the San Francisco Mint and sold in special collector sets. The copper-nickel clad version, which was intended for general circulation, was struck at both the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint in 1971. These coins were composed of an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a pure copper core. This clad composition was chosen to reduce production costs and ensure that the coins could withstand circulation without excessive wear. Meanwhile, the San Francisco Mint struck the 40% silver Eisenhower dollar specifically for collectors. These coins were made with a core containing 20.9% silver and 79.1% copper, while the outer layers were 80% silver and 20% copper, resulting in an overall composition of 40% silver and 60% copper. These silver coins were never released into general circulation, but were instead packaged in special government-issued blue envelopes for uncirculated coins and brown boxes for proof versions. Mint marks and production. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar was minted at 3 different U.S. mint facilities. Philadelphia Mint, no mint mark, struck for circulation and collector sets. Denver Mint, D mint mark, struck for circulation. San Francisco Mint, S mint mark, struck in 40% silver for collector sets. The Philadelphia Mint produced 47,799,000 Eisenhower dollars in 1971. These coins did not carry a mint mark, as was customary for Philadelphia coins at the time. The Denver Mint struck 68,587,424 Eisenhower dollars, all of which bear a D mint mark located just above the date. The San Francisco Mint produced 6,868,530 uncirculated silver Eisenhower dollars and 4,265,234 proof silver dollars, all of which feature an S mint mark on the obverse. Key varieties and errors. The 1971 Eisenhower dollar has a few notable varieties and errors that are highly sought after by collectors. One of the most famous is the 1971 D-friendly eagle variety, which features a different design on the eagle's feathers. This variety is believed to be an early die state or an experimental engraving and is highly desirable among enthusiasts. Another significant variety is the 1971 S peg leg variety, which affects the R in Liberty. On some coins, the right leg of the R is missing part of its serif, giving it a stubbier appearance. This variety is primarily found on proof versions of the coin. Errors such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, and planchet defects have also been documented, with some commanding premium values in the market. Circulation and legacy. Despite the high mintage of the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, the coin was never widely used in everyday transactions. Due to its large size and weight, it was unpopular with the public, who preferred using paper currency for dollar transactions. Many Eisenhower dollars ended up being stored by banks or used in casinos, where they were frequently employed in slot machines. The Eisenhower dollar remained in production until 1978, after which it was replaced by the smaller-sized Susan B. Anthony dollar in 1979. Although the Eisenhower dollar was not widely circulated, it remains an essential part of U.S. numismatic history and is highly collectible today, especially in high grades and with rare varieties. Conclusion. That wraps up our deep dive into the 1971 Eisenhower dollar, a coin that represents both an American hero and a major milestone in the U.S. space program. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future coin videos. What do you think about the Eisenhower dollar? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching WC Coins World, and I'll see you next time.